Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. It's going to be an interesting year for Anthony Davis. It really is. I think JJ Redick plans to empower Anthony Davis, even though I don't think Anthony Davis needs to be empowered by the likes of JJ Redick. I think for the longest time, I think we know what the problem is with Anthony Davis. I think it's a couple of problems. One, and I think this goes for all these NBA players, modern day NBA players, they ain't motivated anymore. Once they get the money, they feel like they don't have to do much anymore. They have that feeling. But also at the same damn time, I truly feel like he doesn't have the keys to the system when it comes to the Lakers. Partially because half of the time he ain't in shape. The second of the time, you know who really still wants to run that team because he still thinks he's the first option. I think it was either ESPN I read somewhere earlier today, and he had a list of top 10 number 2s in the league. He was number 1. I think it was another one could have been Chet Holmgren, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie Irving, and some others. Interesting. The top 10 number 2 options in the league, and is Anthony Davis. So that tells me you know who is still being treated as a number 1 option, which I highly disagree with. And I always said for the longest time, Anthony Davis should be leading that team more than you know who should be leading that team. But that hasn't been the case. Like I said earlier, the reasons why that hasn't been the case. And now there's worries about who's going to play at center after Anthony Davis. Even though Anthony Davis doesn't really want to play at center, he wants to play at power forward, his natural position. Lakers had some issues. And I said I wasn't even talking about any NBA previews, but I thought it was interesting. With all this shucking and jiving I'm seeing for LeBron. Oh, I was supposed to say his name. You know who on my channel in the last few videos. It's funny how I guess winning 6 rings is nothing, but going to the finals 9, 10 times is something, and not winning half of it. I don't get stand logic at all. But anyways, like I said before, Lakers had some problems. And he put too much in trying to get you know who's son on there and not really sign anybody. The last time I heard they was trying to get a big man, they was trying to get Brook Lopez, but I don't think that's gonna work because the Bucks didn't want to unleash him to the Lakers. And I'm trying to think of the outcome of that was to happen for the Bucks. Anyways, Bucks ended up getting a former Laker anyway, with Taurean Prince, so it doesn't matter. But regardless, the Lakers are thin in that position. And who knows how long Anthony Davis will hold as he becomes older, gets older. I think he's going on 32 next season, late into next season. Last year was probably better for him injury-wise, unlike the previous years. Play a little bit more, but he does need to become the focal point, and you know who needs to take a back seat. But his ego and his narcissism will let him. And then now he has, you know who has his minion as coach. I'm not expecting much, but JJ Redick or JJ Redick or I had another name for JJ Redick. I forgot what I called him before. I called him JJ something. I forgot what it was. Oh, JJ Redneck, whatever you want to call him. I don't understand what makes him better than Darvin Ham. When Darvin Ham has coaching experience. I've been coaching teams for various teams in the NBA throughout the past, I don't know how many, 15 years. What made him a better candidate than Sam Cassell? Questions I need to know the answers to. But I think I already knew the answer. I think we already know the answer to that. We know why. So why don't even ask that question? But, man. Laker fans, you in for a long season. And there was another question that was brought up by Richard Jefferson. I don't think it was a question, more of a statement. They say Anthony Davis is probably one of the greatest players to never win the MVP. I don't know about that one. Could be Richard Jefferson. It could be Kawhi Leonard. Those would probably be your top two candidates. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting, man. No, it's not going to be interesting. It's going to be hilarious to see how this Laker team conducts themselves this season and how they're in. I've been waiting for this season for a long time. Not because, I want to watch basketball. No. I ain't care less about watching basketball. This ain't basketball anymore. The NBA has become a soap opera. A new soap opera. It should be labeled under sports and drama. That's the genre they should be under. Sports and drama. Not sports, and drama. Maybe drama, then sports. Because that's all this is. Bunch of narratives and agendas and storylines. Sort of like the WWE now, ain't it? It's funny, though. I didn't see a particular name on the top 10 number 2 options for this season or in the NBA. One person that was left off that list, I'm not really surprised, but was Damian Lillard. It's interesting, though. Because if the Bucks do happen to win the NBA championship this season, I don't want to hear anything about the Bucks having a super team. I don't want to hear any of that. Because they tried to pull that stunt the first time the Bucks won the championship with Giannis. They tried to, Kendrick Perkins, old blubber mouth, tried to say, I think it was Kendrick Perkins and Steven Jackson tried to say, the Bucks had a super team. That's why they won. Okay. Okay. That year, Giannis was the only All-Star. Chris Middleton wasn't an All-Star. Drew Holiday wasn't an All-Star. But okay. Keep that in mind. How the narrative changes. But going back to Anthony Davis. Yeah. The Lakers front office failed this season. Their biggest signing was a kid that shouldn't be in the league and a redneck drunk that used to play at Duke. That was their two big signings this offseason. Never mind. They never re-signed anybody else that can help them. Never mind, Taurean Prince was let go. Never mind, they might have a disgruntled D'Angelo Russell on their hands. Never mind, they got an overhyped player in Austin Reeves. Yep. This season for the Lakers is going to be comedic proportions that I've never seen before. And I'll be all for it.